Hey everybody, it's me, Andrew, and this is going to be a video about your intuition. How to follow your intuition and different ways that your intuition might communicate with you and let you know certain things. So whether you read tarot or whether you do any other kind of readings professionally or just for family and friends or anything like that, this is going to be a video that I hope will help you be able to recognize those things about your intuition. So one of the things that I've noticed about intuition is that it really has it sounds funny to say, but it has a mind of its own. So my intuition is absolutely all over the place. It draws from so many things to give me signs that I can give my client. So I have an example, and this is I did get permission from my client to tell this story because it's actually one of the coolest ways that my intuitions ever really let me know certain things. So I was in Target and I actually got a Facebook message on from my um, card reading page, and someone was like, "Hey, I just ordered a mediumship reading," and I was like, "Cool." I was like, I'm almost home, and I'll be able to do it as soon as I get home. And I was like, "Just give me the name of the person and the relationship, if you don't mind." And so she gave me that, and the reason that I asked for the name is because I want to make sure that, since I don't do mediumship readings a whole lot, and it's something that I really don't do. It's something that, if you've noticed in my last video that I talked about, I'm doing mediumship Mondays, I guess you could call it, where I'm going to be choosing two people to give free mediumship readings to develop the skill in myself. Not that I'm not good and not that I don't believe in myself, but it's one of those things that I want to really gain a better perspective on. So it's one of those things that I'm going to be doing for me and for the people that I read for. So keep an eye on that. There's a there's a post on my Facebook page where you can comment and I can keep everybody together. So as I was leaving Target, I was thinking about this reading, and all of a sudden, like this kind of panicky feeling came over me. This kind of feeling that um, I was kind of trapped, and then I was really really sad, and so this next part I had to give you a little bit of background information on. I love the show Long Island Medium. Probably one of my favorite shows I've ever watched. I love it. And I love Teresa Caputo, and she's really helped me. She's actually the one that really helped me kickstart my spiritual path. So everything that's happened, I owe to her, and to her book. And when she talked about the angel number 444, that led me to Doreen Virtue and to angel cards, and ultimately to where I am right now. So she's really, really helped me out a lot, and I thank her so much. And I hope I get to meet her one day. That'd be amazing. But so I felt I had these feelings, and all of a sudden, in my mind's eye, I thought of one of her episodes, and she goes, "Someone died in a tragedy," and I was like, "Now is this just me making stuff up, or is this really part of the reading?" But I was like, you know what? My intuition gave it to me, so I'm going to go with it. And sure enough, I asked, did this person die in a tragedy? And he had committed suicide. So he did die in a tragedy, and that validated the feelings that I was getting, like there was no other way out, like this was my only option, and stuff like that. So that really validated my feelings, and then I also felt what my client felt when they found out that this person had committed suicide, which was that panicky, like, your heart dropping to your stomach, and just really, really, really um, worried and anxious. So when I got home, I begun the actual reading, and my process for the reading is pretty much I have a candle, and it's actually right here. It's a little spirit candle, and I use it for mediumship readings, and I use it for other readings too. But it works really well for spirit readings, and I have crystals that I have laid out too. And after I do my meditation, I call forth the spirit. I ask the spirit to come forward, and so the spirit came forward and delivered a very personal message to her. And so and I had the talking to heaven mediumship cards, which let me show you those. the Talking to Heaven mediumship cards, and this is what I use when I do mediumship readings. For what I don't get from the spirit, I'll draw these cards and ask the spirit to answer questions through these cards. So he came forward and he had a little blue baby blanket, like cradling it in his arms. And I saw Teresa once again in my mind's eye saying, "Did someone terminate a pregnancy or have a miscarriage?" Or actually, she says, I heard her say that first, and then I saw him step forward with a little blue baby blanket. And so I was like, I don't know if I should ask this question or not. This is really personal. And sure enough, I asked the question, and it was right. So my intuition was using something that I knew and that I connected with to help me relay a message to somebody else. So that's how our intuition works. So let's say you have giraffes might remind you of something in the spirit world or whatever. When you're giving a reading, you might think about a giraffe and then immediately be able to associate that with something that you know in the spirit world, or something, or a feeling or desire in the physical world. So our intuition will use any and everything it can to help us with giving a reading for someone, and also with just knowing what's wrong and what's right. Not in a moral sense, but in a, like, if you're right about somebody or if you're not right about somebody, your intuition will give you that gut feeling. And that's something that I highly, highly believe. I've had that gut feeling and I've never been wrong about a person. I pretty much always know if a person is trustworthy or not by my intuition. And I've learned to trust that about people. Alright, and I've learned to trust my intuition when it comes to stuff like that. So the whole point of this video is to let you know that, for me, Spirit uses Teresa Caputo because I can relate to her. Because I know her and I love her and I respect her and I respect what she does. So she helps me give mediumship readings to other people. Now, I believe that we were all born with mediumship abilities. I believe that we were all born with some type of ability. And some people just have a better handle on it and a better, grip on it than other people. Like Teresa Caputo, she's a very, very, very strong medium. Me, while I practice mediumship, I wouldn't call myself a medium. My primary focus through what I do is angel cards, tarot cards, oracle cards, and things like that. Now, that being said, this particular deck has really opened me up and opened my spirit up to receiving messages from spirit. So the more I do these, the more I'll be able to not only do these in readings, but also realize that there are spirits in public. So I actually had an experience where I was really, really in tune one day with spirit, and I was walking around the mall, and it felt like I could not take one step without feeling a spirit, to the point where I can tell you, I can almost take you to the exact spot where I almost fainted because there was so much energy. And that's what happens when you get to the place where you can feel energy and you sense energy and you respect the energy that you're sensing. You'll be able to feel that. And I'm not saying I almost fainted in a bad way. I'm just saying it almost knocked me off my feet, because it's just like I almost hit a wall. And you'll be able to know what that is. And you'll be able to confront it if it's negative energy, or embrace it if it's positive energy. So really start listening to your intuition. And there are several ways you can do it. The first is just by meditation, which is something that I have to work on, but something that really works. Meditation, crystals, fluorite is really good, as well as moonstone. And I'm also going to be posting a video, probably today as well, about, and this video is on my blog and on my YouTube channel, but I'm probably going to be posting a video about the meditation that I use when I get ready to give a reading for somebody. No matter if it's a mediumship reading or oracle, tarot, angel, whatever it is, there's a meditation that I use that I'm going to share with you guys. So I really hope that this video helped you kind of learn that, there may be some things that your intuition is communicating to you with, that you don't even notice. So really take notice of that and ask Archangel Haniel, Haniel, to help you recognize those things about your intuition. And once you start, you will not be able to stop. That is a guaranteed promise. You're going to be like an avalanche, just like just gaining momentum and just never stopping. You know, you're going to be really, really great. I know it. So I hope that this video helps you realize that. And if you liked my video and you like my channel, you can subscribe to me right here. And then you can mosey on over here and like the video. And then way down there, you can comment on my video if you really liked it. And you can also share it. And you can like my Facebook page at www.facebook.com/Andrew's Angel Cards. My legitimate website is www.tarotangel444.com. So if you want to get in touch with me there, if you want to see my reading page, it talks about kind of how I do readings and stuff like that, definitely go there. And my almost daily blog posts are there too. So I will see you guys in my next video. And until then, angel blessings, and I love each and every one of you.